Alrighty, so good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Introvert Shed. It's been a little while. Been busy. As you can see, I've done a couple things. I got the truck turned around, and not fuel pump regulator, and I whipped out the old credit card and made it let some of the smoke out of it. I picked up a retrofit fuel pump retrofit kit for the fuel tank, and I got a whole schwack of fuel pump stuff, all courtesy of a Canadian company called Hot Rod Fuel Hose. All the stuff finally came in. It took a little bit, but whatever. So, yeah, got the 455 yanked out of the frame, sitting over there, taking up space. A bunch of stuff in the way. And what was the other thing I did? I got one of the fenders mounted. So, been a little bit busy doing a couple things. Haven't really been filming a whole lot. Mostly because I've only been getting out here for, an hour or two at a time. And sometimes you just don't feel like turning the camera on. You just kind of need time to yourself to do some self stuff. So, weird spot on my camera. What the hell is that? Glare. So, yeah. Trying to get a video together for you guys. Running more fuel line. So, yeah. Stick around. Watch my horse around to that stuff. And oh yeah, I spent a little time down at the machine shop. I got a couple very short videos of that. I'll throw those on this video. Hit another roadblock with the timing chain. Right, the part numbers are right and everything. Really nice kit, but whoever's putting parts in boxes at the manufacturer, it put the wrong chain in the box. So we spent a bit of time messing around with that, and then went down to another machine shop in town who had a similarly fancy timing chain setup, but also had the same issue of the wrong chain in the box, in the right box. So that was a little frustrating. So hopefully I'll be able to get the engine back together, soon. 6 years is a long time to wait for an engine to get put together. But there's some things with that too. So yeah, let's try and get a couple things done tonight. So it's been fair hot the last few days, so I haven't been out here much. But I do have, I think a previous video I showed you guys that I had the wood ready for the bed. I sorted out what I'm going to do with the fenders, or maybe I haven't put that video out yet. But the parts that I ordered finally showed up. So I'm going to put the fuel pump there, and so that when you accelerate and you may be a little lower on fuel, all the fuel runs backwards to the fuel pump module. So I have to get a hole saw. I'll probably get that this week. Get a hole saw, lop a giant freaking hole in the thing, so you know when that happens there is no going back. Am I a little anxious and nervous about it? Absolutely. So stick around and watch me be nervous and anxious. But no, this is a pretty neat piece of kit that I've got going on here. Get you back up in the holster. Okay. Not sure if you can see me. I got have a look here. Yeah. Cool. Alright, yeah, so this here is a fuel pump retrofit kit that comes from tanks. We got your inner ring and your gasket. And the dish that your fuel pump sits in, so the fuel doesn't run away from the fuel pump. And it'll kind of look something like that when we get it together. I could probably assemble it right now for a good bit of it. But I need to clean off some space. I need to make some space. So we'll just pause the video. So the more videos I make, I realize I need to invest in like a wide angle lens camera or something, because videos are sometimes not very good. But anyhow, let's just carry on. So you get your fuel tray, your interior fastening ring, gasket, your pedestal or hanger, whatever you want to call it. A connector for your pump, chunk of hose to connect your pump to your hanger, and a bag of goodies. So I don't really have anything to put this stuff in. Yeah, so we'll just dump it in the box. And it comes with instructions. So I got the PA-A version. It doesn't come with a fuel pump because I already have a fuel pump, so I don't really need to get another one. But well, I'll tap through these as I'm putting it together. Probably not. So you get these here. These go through here. And they're looks like a pipe thread. Kind of just point them off in whatever direction that you need them. want them. I'll probably take them back out. I'll get some thread sealer, liquid thread sealer. I don't like the tape, mainly because the tape can come off and it gets sucked up in through your fuel pump, even though there is a strainer on the bottom and a fuel pump, or a fuel filter, inline fuel filter. But why take the risk of it? You know, clogging up the pump or a fuel filter or the strainer, and you know, subsequently starving your engine of fuel and turning a piston into soup. So put those in. Pick up the destructions off the floor after you throw them. It wants you to trim the fuel, but I won't be trimming anything until I get a hole punched in the tank, take a measurement, make sure I don't either have to or don't have to modify this. I'd imagine I probably will, because it's not exactly for this application. It's just a one-size-fits-all universal retrofit kit. So yeah, so you put those fittings in. And it tells you how to guess there's different options. I probably got the wrong one, but anyhow, yeah, anyway, so it comes with instructions. Yeah, there's a hole for a vent plug, so we'll probably I'll have to get another fitting, 90 fitting probably, and just a barbed fitting put on there for filter or vent. I probably should have read the instructions before I started making a video. So I'm just going to pause the video and I'll read the instructions. Okay, so you got a couple of different options for retaining nuts, it seems. We got just a shouldered nut, or they have a nut with a kind of a locking washer on it. I'm not sure if you can see that. So just for now, I'm not going to use the one with the locking washer idea there, because I'm not exactly sure just yet. I don't want to use that up just in case I decide to use it. You never know. That kind of goes together some kind of that fashion. Orientation. So it'll look like that, and then you'll have your fuel pump in here, and it comes with a return hose, a couple zip ties. So that fits on there. For a hose like this, you probably want a dish of hot water. It doesn't have to be boiling hot, but warm enough to warm it up and make it malleable, so that it slips over this, and then when it cools, it makes a good solid seal and it won't fall off. And they also send hose clamps too. And obviously the rubber one goes on your supply side and down to your pump. It won't need all of this. It'll have to be trimmed. As far as I think. I may have to trim it. I may not. I'm not 100% sure yet. But comes with 2 pass-through fittings on the top for your electrical connections. So this is a pretty neat piece of kit that they got going on here. So I'm pretty excited to install this into the tank. Yeah. So hopefully in the next couple days I'll get a video up. For if anybody's still subscribed, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that stuff, and because I'm just out here for me. I'm not out here to make money off of this or anything. I'm just videotaping the journey. Yeah. So that's the plan, and I'm pretty stoked to put it in. Yeah. I guess I could show you some of the other stuff that I got too. Got just your run-of-the-mill GM fuel filter with the connections that go from hardline to your fuel filter connections. It's all -6 3/8 sized. Gotta be kind of careful. Take your time to put it together, otherwise you can cross-thread it pretty easily. It is all just anodized aluminum. It's all pretty lightweight. So, soft touch. Already dropped one. Surprise. So, I'm hoping I didn't screw it up too bad when I dropped it and it actually seals. Otherwise I'll be upset with myself. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, kind of nicked it there. Hopefully I can clean that up without mucking up too bad. I don't have to order another one. I was thinking about it, and I think I need to order a couple more fittings, but this is a good start, and should make for a decent video. Hopefully I was doing some looking today, and hopefully I can get that stuff ordered. But I got the big purchase out of the way, which is that fuel hanger assembly. Yeah. So now it's all just kind of piecing it together, bending lines. So, big shout out to my neighbor Keaton for coming out to help me get the truck turned around. My driveway is a slope away from the house, so it makes it kind of difficult to. It's easy to get it out of the garage and pushed out and onto the street to turn around, but it's a bit of a chore to get it back up the slope. So, big shout out to Keaton and my other neighbor Cliff. He came out and helped me too. So, yeah. Hopefully have a video out Sunday for you guys. So, see you then.